Have you ever wondered if your anxiety or your moods are something you simply inherited, like the color of your eyes? What if I told you that while you can't change your DNA, you might have more control over your genetic destiny than you think? For thousands of years, our brains evolved to survive in a world of immediate threats and tight-knit communities. Today, we face invisible stressors and digital isolation. So, why are mental health challenges like anxiety and depression on the rise? We're uncovering the startling possibility that our evolutionary advantages are now our modern-day vulnerabilities, written right into our genes. For decades, the conversation around mental health has been dominated by the nature versus nurture debate. We often hear that conditions like anxiety and depression run in families, leading to a common misconception that if your parent has it, you're doomed to have it too. But science tells us a much more nuanced and fascinating story. Our genes don't hand us a life sentence. They hand us a blueprint with suggested pathways. The latest research shows that heritability for conditions like major depression is around 40 to 50%, while for anxiety disorders, it's about 30 to 40%. This means that while genetics play a significant role, they are not the whole picture. It is less about a single depression gene and more about a complex interplay of many genes in your environment. You might feel like you're fighting an uphill battle, especially if you know there's a history of mental health struggles in your family. Perhaps you notice that you react more strongly to stress than your friends, or that you're more prone to periods of low mood that seem to come out of nowhere. This is where specific gene variants come into play. For instance, scientists have identified variations in the SLC6A4 gene, which is involved in transporting serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. Certain versions of this gene can make you more sensitive to stressful life events, increasing your likelihood of developing depression. Similarly, variations in the COMT gene, which helps regulate dopamine, have been linked to higher anxiety levels. But remember, these genes don't cause anxiety or depression. They simply increase your sensitivity, your predisposition. It is like having a genetic volume knob for stress turned up a little higher than someone else. And so, how do we turn down that volume knob? The key lies in a groundbreaking field called epigenetics. Imagine your DNA is a massive library of books, and epigenetics are the sticky notes and highlighters that tell your body which books to read and which to ignore. Your lifestyle and experiences, like your diet, your exercise habits, how you manage stress, and even your social connections, can add or remove these epigenetic marks. This means your environment can literally turn on or turn off the genes linked to anxiety and depression. We anticipate even more advanced tools. Polygenic risk scores are becoming more sophisticated, allowing us to analyze thousands of your gene variants to estimate your overall genetic predisposition for certain conditions. This isn't for a definite diagnosis, but to empower you with information. We're also seeing incredible advancements in ISBR gene editing technology, which one day might offer targeted ways to correct genetic vulnerabilities, though this is still in early research for complex conditions. Furthermore, we're learning more about how our clock genes, which regulate our circadian rhythms, are deeply intertwined with mood. A disrupted sleep-wake cycle can actually trigger epigenetic changes that increase your risk for depression. The big takeaway here is that your genes are not your destiny. You are an active participant in your own genetic story. You are the editor, deciding which parts of your genetic blueprint get expressed through the choices you make every single day. The knowledge that your actions, from getting enough sleep to practicing mindfulness, can directly influence your genetic expression is incredibly empowering. You have the ability to build resilience against your predispositions. You can't rewrite your DNA, but you can change how your story is told. If you are fascinated by how your brain really works, from hidden psychology tricks to the future of artificial intelligence and human behavior, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. This channel breaks down neuroscience, the mind, and emerging tech in simple, powerful stories that actually change how you think and live. New videos almost every day that will sharpen your brain, expand your perspective, and keep you ahead of the future. Subscribe now and join a community that's upgrading their mind, one video at a time.